Right, so we've got all our foliage in. We're happy with our shape. We've got our height with whatever that is, and we've got our width, and we've got some different texture going on there. So the next thing I'm going to do now is with the roses. So some of these are already been cut, but what I'm looking for is my tallest. I've got two short ones, and then this tall one here. And I'm going to have that rose coming up really tall. And we're going to equally step them down to the focal area at the bottom. So I'm measuring this one against my container. You can see as it is now, that's too tall. We want it to be about here. So it's just going to be roughly in between these two positionings. So I'm looking where that comes to. It's about there. Use the wire cutters because this is quite thick. Or your scissors. Remember, we can always trim a bit off, but we can't stick a bit back on, and that's the same for fresh and for artificial. There we go. These are really nice roses, aren't they beautiful? And again, the beauty of these is that you can bend them. So these do have their advantages using this. I'm just going to turn this back around to face me so I get the placement correct. Working this into the back of the oasis, nice and tall alongside the Mollicella. Apologise now if I keep calling it Monstera. I'm feeding that one in right the way. Taking me time, feeding that to where I want it to be, but holding it still so that it's nice and tall and straight. So that's going to take my eye straight away to the top, but we want it to come down to the focal area. Okay, I'm going to then choose, they are both the same, they are artificial, so you're not really going to get a bigger one. If you were doing this with fresh flowers, you'd always choose your largest flower to go here. This would be maybe if you were using lilies. So you might go and get a bunch of lilies from the supermarket. So you'd look at your bunch, see what stems you've got, and you might have a really tight one that's going to come up at the top, but an open bloom, you'd keep that for your focal area and put this one down at the bottom. So this one I'm going to have there, and then that one from a focal. So let me turn this around. So I have that one and then a focal flower here. So I'm just going to, the next one I'm going to put in is going to be the focal flower. I'm going to trim that leaf off because I think it might be in the way of going in the oasis. I'm going to push that one right the way in, and I want that focal flower to be looking right at me. You could never get hold of a fresh rose like that, could you? But they do have the benefits. Bending it exactly where you want it to go, you couldn't do that, that would damage that terribly. And then the next one, I'm measuring this, so it's going to sit halfway between. So where this one goes, so I've got my tallest, I've got my focal, and I want this to sit directly in between, but off to the side. So you've got like a little bit of a line going through. Find the gap in the oasis, and again, feed that in. So this is, that measurement there is the same as this measurement, but not in an exact straight line. They don't need to be like a line of soldiers. It could be slightly off centre. But I've got those three flowers nice and tall there. And I'm going to add in some now of this little blossom. I've also got some other little bits here that I wasn't sure I was going to use. I had this big balloon. I'm tempted to put it in. Okay, let's put it in. And you're going to have to tell me in the comments whether you like it or not. I'm putting it in, but I'm not kind of having it in your face. I've discreetly put it underneath that leaf because it's quite big, it's quite dominating, but I like the colour at the base. And then I've got this blossom I'm going to put over on this side. Now what the beauty of this one is, if you look on the centre of that blossom, you've got that darker pink. So it's kind of bringing in the pink of these roses and then the pink of the bloom. I have this coming out. I thought I had another piece. There we go. So it's quite minimal, but really balanced, quite nice. Little bits of foliage that I've got left now. I'm actually just going to fill in around the back so that this gap here I'm covering up. So these are little bits of that wisteria foliage that I had. I'm just going to use that to fill in any gaps that I can see so that I'm not looking at the oasis. Okay. Bring it further back so you can see the bottom. How's that looking? So I've got my height, I've got my focal line coming through, I've got a bit of balance and different textures going through. Sometimes you have to stand back, have a little look, try not to faff too much, and I'm happy with that. So let me know in the comments whether this is a winner or not, or should I take it out? Is it too big? Is it too domineering? What do you think? I would love to see a selection of your arrangements, whether that be fresh ones or artificial ones. It's entirely up to you. So take your pictures and don't forget to add them in. So I hope you've enjoyed today's arrangement, and we've done them in 3 parts today. And if you would like to learn more about how to do some of these different designs, please just drop info in the comments below, and someone can get back to you with some information about future courses. And maybe you wanted information about different courses. It doesn't just have to be about floristry. We do have lots of different ones. Pop them in the comments below. I hope you all have a great weekend and a fantastic Friday.